You visit with Linda while I play with the
Okay,
toy.
all right. You eat, which is something you do very well. We're talking with Linda Masters from the Baxter Bulletin.
Yeah.
And you have the, what's the section called? You have fun with that section.
Oh, food and dining.
Food and dining. And back to school, talking about snacks and good food.
And good things to send in school lunches.
Mm-hmm.
I was...
Let's talk about some of the bad things that are in school.
Okay.
Oh, tell us the no's. Yeah, tell us.
Okay, I was just going to tell you that I was at the grocery store and decided to look at one of those little Lunchable kits, because those kids love those little, you know, Lunchable kits with the component parts, and they can put all their little pizzas together in their tacos. Yeah. The pizza one where you got 4 little pizzas about this big, 14 grams of fat.
Oh.
That's a lot.
What about the sodium? Did you look at the sodium?
And
the sodium was off the charts.
And sodium was off the charts, right? And you can easily send those little component parts with your child for lunch, and make the component parts yourself and have a much healthier lunch. You can take pita bread and cut little circles out, or whole wheat flour tortillas. I think lunch and snacks are a great time to try to sneak in the whole grains, and to sneak in the protein, like yogurt, cheese.
So almonds, handfuls of almonds.
Yeah,
Not
almonds,
the
nuts.
Salted, roasted stuff.
No.
But yeah.
You know, I think youngsters would eat better if they had the choice. And a lot of times, what parents bring home is not always, and you can't blame the parents. Sometimes they're on a fixed budget, and most of that bad food is quite cheap.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It's also easy. To eat healthy sometimes takes a little bit of slicing and dicing. You don't get to just pop
it takes longer to
open.
make it, and it is maybe a little more expensive. You know, it's probably more expensive than to buy a box of macaroni and cheese. And
but it's cheaper to make those Lunchable things at home.
It is.
Than it is. Those little things are like $4 and $5. I mean,
this one was $4.50. So you load up your child with sodium, you load up your child with fat, and you know, you can make it. You can send low-fat cheese, mozzarella cheese. You can send turkey pepperoni instead of the really fatty pepperoni, and you know, just a little dab of pizza sauce, and you know, they have the same thing, but it's much healthier, much better for them.
But the argument is they don't have time. They don't have to do the preparation.
Yeah.
But the answer to that is to involve the kids.
Sure.
In the preparation.
Yeah.
So what are some of the good things that you have in your article that are good snacks?
Okay. In fact, in the September 8th Food and Dining, the feature was about healthy after-school snacks, and we had like a whole wheat, a whole grain waffle, and spread it with peanut butter and put bananas on it. You know, use this as a chance to get a vegetable in there, or a quesadilla, cheese quesadilla, and put some apple slices on it. And we had some little pretzel towers that we made out of the small little mini squared pretzels, and put peanut butter and Nutella.
Oh, I love Nutella.
Nutella. In case you know what Nutella
No, I
is.
don't.
Oh, Nutella.
Europeans eat chocolate for breakfast. That's what Nutella
Yes.
is. I love.
Well, Nutella is originally an Italian spread, and it's made from skim milk and hazelnuts and cocoa. And it looks like a chocolate spread.
Yeah, it looks like frosting.
I mean, people love it.
Oh yeah, I have a jar at home.
But it's healthy, is that right?
But it's
relatively speaking,
it's relatively healthy. It has 1/3 less fat than peanut butter, and it's just like spreading chocolate on something. So if your child likes chocolate, you know, a little thin layer of that is, you get a little protein in it, and it's a little healthier than just
put
eating
banana
chocolate.
and a banana and my almond butter and sometimes peanut butter on like those whole wheat English muffins, because they're about that big. I put those in the toaster and then smear some. I buy that at the health food store. And then and sometimes sprinkle a little bit of granola and there's a little bit of honey. Oh man.
Yeah, and we had apple wedges spread with the Nutella, and then dipped that side in granola, so it had a little crunch to it. And none of these things took very long to make at all. And some of them, if your child is 10 or 11, they can make it themselves. You know.
They just need the choice.
They need the choice.
Yeah.
And another thing about the school lunches is I found these cute little containers. We have
Okay.
to talk about
This is what we're
containers.
playing with. these
Yeah, we were playing with the containers.
Those are binoculars.
Yeah.
I said you could play with
They
those
look
as
like binoculars, but it's a little container so you can send your little round crackers or your little round cookies in a lunch bag or a lunch kit, and they won't get all smushed and smashed. Won't be crumbs by noon. I've even used this to take like Ritz crackers and then little chunks of cheese in this side
Cool. Yeah.
to work with me because I brown bag at lunch. And this one is for saltines or graham crackers. They just fit in here so they don't get all cracked up. And we were talking about how healthy graham crackers are.
Graham crackers are wonderfully healthy.
They're wonderfully healthy because they're a whole grain and they're a little bit sweet, so they taste good.
And you can dip them in milk.
You can dip them in milk.
You can dip them in
you can dip them
milk.
in just about anything.
You can dip them in organic, fat-free milk. Yeah, that's where you go. That's what I buy at home. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, is this a continuation of your column, or was it
Well,
just one?
a couple of weeks ago, I had a column about healthy brown bag lunches, and then this week I had a feature about healthy after-school snacks.
Okay.
So you can look at BaxterBulletin.com and pull those up and take a look at them if you.
Yeah. Well, every parent knows they get off the bus starving.
Oh, they
It
get
doesn't
off
matter
the
what
bus
they ate at
starving.
school.
And you
they're
know, the
starving.
thing of it is you want to feed them something to quell that hunger, but you don't want them to eat half a pizza so that
Right.
3 hours or 2.5 hours later when you have dinner, they're not hungry.
But then they're hungry at 8:30.
and then they're hungry again at 8:30 and they're snarfling down something that isn't as healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And your column comes out once a week?
once a week on Wednesdays.
On Wednesday,
On
okay.
Wednesdays.
So
yeah.
look for that, and
Yep.
you can go online to BaxterBulletin.com
BaxterBulletin.com.
and look up that healthy section.
And you can always come in the bulletin office and pick up a back paper at the circulation counter.
Okay.
All right.
Okay?
Wonderful.
Linda, thanks so much for coming by.
Cool.
Fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Jeff Quick and Stacy Shed from the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas.
Very good.
Stay with us.
Very good.